My name is Chad Gurchie. I'm co-founder of Warfighter Airsoft. I served in the U.S. Army as an infantryman for 3 years, toured in Korea and toured in Iraq.
How long was your tour?
12 months. I remember the first time I received fire was actually by sniper fire. Me and my buddies were walking down the street on patrol, and the first time I ever got shot at was by a sniper. Could hear the bullets actually was between me and my sergeant, a couple feet ahead, or between each other. That was probably the first experience of me getting in contact and realizing it. Didn't really cope with it. I just stayed away from people. Didn't really go out much. Because I noticed when I did, I'd get really irritated by being around people. Just didn't make me comfortable. Especially and it was really hard for me to keep jobs. That's another thing. So I really wasn't able to cope with it. The only way I was able to cope with it personally was not be around people and stay inside, not be active with other people, I guess. I never drank in my life, and then when I got back from deployment, I drank almost every night, especially every weekend, and it still wasn't as bad when I got back until I got back into civilian life. That's when I drank a lot. I'd go out Friday, buy a handle Jack or handle Captain, and I'd drink that night all by myself, and then Saturday night I'd do the same thing. I'd buy a whole new handle, and I'd do that every weekend. And it's just sometimes I don't know how I even got by or even survived. Because I'd drive home drunk. I was just lucky. I was introduced into airsoft by one of my friends' brother, who just randomly bought an airsoft rifle, showed it to me, and explained to me what it was, and I thought it was really cool because unlike paintball, the guns in paintball aren't really realistic, and I never heard about airsoft, and when I saw it, it looked so realistic, it caught my attention because I was really familiar with the weapon he had because it was an M4 system. So actually I think the next weekend me and my buddy went and bought our own airsoft rifles, and then just kind of started playing about a weekend or two after that.
When did you realize that it actually was helping you with your PTSD, your post-traumatic stresses, and any anger that you had or rage or anything like that?
I think after a few times of playing, I realized it was helping me because I was actually becoming more social with people. I wasn't standoffish with people, because even before that I never really went out and did things on the weekends, never talked to people. And then going out, it made me feel like I was a part of something, or like I fit in somewhere, because like I said before, when I first got back I didn't feel like I fit in anywhere. I didn't get along with people. A lot of people I talked with just irritated me a lot, and with this I had the weapon that I was familiarized with, and then going out, a lot of people appreciated when they find out that I was a veteran, actually appreciated what I did and would thank me for my services and what I did over there. Unlike being at Target, when I worked at Target when I first got back from Iraq, my first job was Target. I was a cart pusher, and then people, supervisors, the people that worked with me, complain about stupid little things or criticize me for things I've done on the job, yet they don't know anything I did prior to that. So then being in airsoft helped me realize that the people were appreciative of what I'd done, and also I got to meet other veterans who played and had the same experience as I did, and it brought back that camaraderie that I didn't have after the military. So there's a lot of influences that help me with my PTSD through airsoft. I believe that Warfighter will help veterans adjust from being in the military into civilian life, because I know a lot of veterans that get out of the military. It's really weird because I know it happened with me. It tends to be like right when they get back from deployment, a few months later, that's when their contracts end. It's a weird cycle how I've noticed that a lot of combat veterans, so they're coming straight from combat and then going into civilian life and not having anything, and it's just taken everything what they're used to is just taken from them. And so I believe that it'll help them transition because it's going to bring them back the camaraderie of and brotherhood by introducing to something that they're familiarized with, by introducing like other veterans who have the same problems with them, and also I know a lot of them still have that itch to want to be back over in combat and don't know what to do over here, and so airsoft brings that back because it brings a weapon that they're familiar with, and they can go out and play, and there's not any bad consequences because it's just a game, but it's still bringing that brotherhood and that feel like they're still a soldier a little bit, instead of just not being and having that control in Iraq or wherever they were, or even in the military, and then come back and then have no place to go because they're pretty much everything that they were trained that they said they could do and be, and then taken out, and it's not there anymore. So